Tonight, it's the National Football League.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the #1 passing team in the NFL against the #1 defense against the pass.
And now off to the races. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. And one more time, here's Kirk. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 15 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's playing.
Nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. The ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. You talk about this Titan defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Flushed out right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Pollard, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tony Pollard with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Titans have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, Lawrence, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing them.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. It's caught by Davis. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, they may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Hooker. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go now. Let's go, ladies.
Hooker on 1st down. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. Tyreek Hill, well over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hooker now on first down. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Hooker to throw it. Flush to his right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Hooker now on second down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Hooker. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Hooker's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run it with Ward. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Run for Pollard. 20 down the left sideline, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bigsby. He gets away from one. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he legs up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 1st down, Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Duvernay from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll run. Here's Pollard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
This is 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They find some open field here.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down, and it's Pollard again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. On second down, it's Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Here we go. First and goal.
Now Pollard.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Jeffrey Simmons, his second sack of the night.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Titans, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.